So what do you do when you come up with a sequel that surprisingly brings back some beloved characters in a really unique way and has a really great ending? Well, you follow it up with this. The makers of these Halloween films seem pretty content to repeat the mistakes of the past. When we had that first classic John Carpenter film that was full of all like kind of ideas and, you know, really kind of set off the slasher genre, so to speak, they followed it up with a sequel that basically was only interested in the body count. It wasn't a film about ideas. You know, so we moved away from Michael Myers and we got this other crazy film in between. And then we had Halloween 4, which brought back the ideas. It brought back this conversation about the nature of evil. And it left us on a cliffhanger which set up the possibility of a different future. You know, something without Michael Myers, something different, a little new kind of slant on it. So what do we do when we come back? We ditch all of that. We go backwards, we backtrack, and we turn this into essentially just another hack and slash slasher film with Michael Myers doing business as usual. Now, I really loved the relationship in part 4 between Rachel and Jamie. You know, this kind of sister relationship, foster sisters. And they kill Jamie. Within her first few scenes, and you're like, okay, what's that all about? I hope you're going to replace her with someone that's equally as interesting. But no, not at all. Instead, we get the most annoying character perhaps of this franchise so far, Tina, who we're given no real reason to root for other than the fact that Jamie likes her. But it's not enough. She's just a typical sex-crazed teen who wants to party and can't stop moving about and being bouncy and wild and so kooky, and it just annoys me. And what the heck happened to Loomis? In this film, he's got a serious case of douchebag syndrome. The way he's talking to Jamie, the way he shouts at her to get information out of her. Dude, you're a doctor. I'm pretty sure you know that this isn't the best way to go about getting information from a child. The score in this film is also very hit and miss. When we get the John Carpenter theme coming in with a bit of piano, it's alright. It, you know, does the business. But then we get these other moments of score that are just completely out of a different series. We get this like electric guitar moment at one point. I'm like, what the hell am I watching here? And then at another moment, we get these two idiot coppers and we get these weird, wacky Benny Hill type noises over the top of it. What the hell? When did it become a comedy? You've got Danielle Harris, who, quite frankly, in a film with these actors, is probably your best asset. And what do you do with her? You make her mute for pretty much half the film. And then you do things with her character that, quite frankly, just seems a bit bizarre. Like, I know, let's have her going to a Halloween party and celebrating and dressing up in fancy dress. Okay, she doesn't dress as a witch or a ghoul or anything like that, but I'm pretty sure this is the last thing she's going to want to be involved in after the events of the last film, which happened only a year prior to this. I will admit that we do get a few good kills in this film, but oh boy do they make us work for them. We get this kind of double kill in this barn, but just before that we have 3 fake outs, literally within the space of about 5 minutes. And do we really need to see that Sam and Spence have brought protection, as if this is some kind of newfangled way of being moralistic about your sex? Not even Donald Pleasence is all that good in this film. Half the time he delivers his lines with all the subtlety of a sledgehammer. At one point he tries to reason with Michael, getting really up close with him. Now we've seen how that's worked before. I'm pretty sure by now he knows it ain't gonna cut it. What is he doing? Much of this film also is shot during the daylight. A lot of the kind of kill stuff, a lot of the action that Michael Myers does is done in the daylight. Now we had that in John Carpenter's original, but often it was tension building, you know? We never got any out and out kills or anything. Here, when we're going around Haddonfield during the day, I'm wishing for those big wide-angle lenses that Carpenter used. We don't get them here, so instead Haddonfield looks like it was made for TV. The director of this film, in the extras on the Blu-ray, claims that this is a film in which you get to learn about the characters from the start to the finish. No, it isn't! He also says it's not one of those movies where someone's just getting killed every 10 minutes. Yes, it is! Halloween 5 also sets up this Man in Black mystery, which, you know, is, ooh, who's the Man in Black? Why is he after Michael Myers? What's he gonna do? Unfortunately, I know the answer to that because I've seen Halloween 6, The Curse of Michael Myers, so I don't even have that to hold on to. So is there anything to like about this film? Well, like I say, I've already mentioned some of the music. The music's kind of hit and miss, but there is some good music in there. Jamie, the character of Jamie, is still good to watch for half of the film when she's actually talking. Danielle Harris still delivers the goods in the performance side of things. And we do get a rather tense scene towards the end of the film where she's trapped in a laundry chute. You know, so yeah, some decent action, some decent kills, but it's literally slasher by numbers. And after the fourth film, that's very disappointing. So as you can probably guess, I think this film is a turd. I'm going to give it a 1.5 out of 5. But what about you? Have you seen it? Do you think I'm being too harsh? Comment below, let me know, and until next time, crack in.